Okay, I'm here. I just had some avocados with some jalapeno. Them jalapenos were so. I just had just some pieces of it, and I had to take a little bit of the jalapenos out. I said, "Wait, man, I'm gonna see about this." Okay, so I'm gonna say something. So I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I want to discuss a situation about this person through Kenosha Unified School District, so Kenosha Public Schools. So they teach from kindergarten through 12th grade. Public school is not necessarily mandatory for anybody. People put people in because they might find this the right thing to do. They got a lot of stuff, connections, but all the connections they got, anybody else can go and get a contract and ask for a bus or something, whatever. I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit from a lot of these systems in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and even in Racine, Wisconsin. But this one man has been really showing his whole like hatred from somewhere to somewhere. I don't know. But I have dealt with people who have expelled me from school. Okay, Mr. Piss, Marty Piss, expelled me from John Bullen Middle School. Man. And I was able to talk to him, and he was a teacher at Nash Element. He was a principal at Nash Elementary, and so I sent my daughter out there because Wilson Elementary. It was just I didn't want my daughter to go through the same stuff that I went through. The trouble in schools, being abused. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want her to have to slip through the cracks. I really have been trying. And all these people try to act like none of that matter, right? So, since I'm going to say this too, I'm going to stay focused on what I'm saying and I'm just pay attention. But if somebody is listening, you just take note and just note and notice. My daughter was attending Wilson Elementary. I didn't want her to go through the same stuff that I went through. So I saw a sign for Piss Real Estate one day, and a man was outside coming off of Wood Road. I was driving toward Racine or whatever. I said, "Hey," I said, "You know Mr. Pitts?" I said, he said, "Yeah." And I asked him, like, is he still teaching or whatever? And he had told me, like, I'm Jasmine Davis or something. I probably said to him, whatever. And it was fine. I happened to see Mr. Pitts at this event. I think it's at Indian Trail. Talked to Mr. Pitts after he had expelled me. All that stuff. I went out and did everything that I could do to make sure my daughter, I said, I want to trying to change schools. Would you accept my daughter? All this different stuff. I remember I had on like a blue shirt or something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? He knew exactly who I was. All of that different stuff. But why do these people sit up here and act and make it seem like all the stuff that I did well, healthy, the things, me trying so hard on my own without their teaching. Straight up, I'm not just saying that. I did not learn there. I had so much of my own stuff going on at home too, and they were abusing me. Like they did not know how. They were just not giving a fuck about me. They just assumed that I could not learn. Like I was going through things in my life. That's why I know how to take care of my own children. That's why I'm handling this situation so well, because I had to learn how to understand my own self from the beginning, and I was supposed to. Everyone should be able to know themselves, growing up, how to be in touch with themselves and all that. But why are they so quick to disregard all of my good? But they're so not quick to disregard all the things that I've already went to jail for. All of the wrong diagnosis, all this shit that they keep doing. And this is why I have a problem. And I talk the way I talk because this is my language. This is how I address it. This is how I see it. This is my point of view. I can have a right to talk. They cannot take that. And if I choose to protest, I can. I am not violent toward them. I'm not doing any of that stuff. But it don't necessarily have to be a protest. But if it is a protest, it's on me. This is my choice and they cannot harm me. But anyway, so they're going to sit up here and try to put me through the same thing. So that's why I know that they are being harmful. But this man, and it's been some mess, with this whole situation. I had talked to Marty Pitts, later, and he, I sent my daughter to school, all that stuff. There was no fighting. I did not fight with him or nothing. That man expelled me. He wrote terrible things about me. And I showed that I was not abusive. He even called me when this white girl jumped on my daughter. And my daughter just kept playing and did not. He called me and told me how proud he was, how excellent I am as a mother, and how proud he is, super proud of my daughter. How good care I take of my daughter. I send my children to school all the time, dressing formally. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have uniforms or nothing, but my children show up. I didn't do them motherfuckers wrong at all. None of them. I made sure that I showed those teachers appreciation. And all of them know that. But William Haycock, I don't fucking know you. I don't know any of them at all. But I really don't know William Haycock. And I'm not bullshit. I didn't have no sort of situation with them. I used to bring my children to school every day. It was never discussed. Oh, you sure were an awful person in high school and middle school, Jasmine. How did you get here? We're going to tell everybody how awful. Now, they may have talked behind my back, but at least they were professional enough not to spread that shit and let it interfere with me bringing my children to school and me taking care of my stuff and me not having to go through the problems and all of that different shit. And I was able to live my life. I was, like I said, a proud person in the sandwich generation where I was taking care of my father and my children at the same time. I said today, my mother, make no mistake, my mother feeds and clothes my son. But my son, he does what he can. He's a child. He is only 13. Okay? So, I don't want to have to miss out on him. And then for people to try to tell him, oh, now that you 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, you all grown, and stripped him from his own personality and him being able to constantly have that sort of part in him. Why people want to say like, okay, well, people are children and all this different stuff. But usually it's two things that I'm going to say. It's a comment, and I'm going to continue what I have to say here. This is the way that I'm bringing this together. When someone has a child and they are rich and they are wealthy, they take care of their children. They do not betray their children. They do not sacrifice and surrender their children. And when all these people around here talking about they're adults, see, children continue to grow. I am not a children. I am not an adolescent. I am not an adult. I'm myself. I'm 38 years of age, and I define myself as being Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm not going to pretend like I'm a child because I know I'm not. But I'm also not going to say that I'm fully grown. That's what the definition of adult means. Fully grown. I'm not, and I'm not going to fall for that. And these are all things that people use in their situation, in their categories, and going to these different schools, adapting to what these people are interested in. And they believe that they have auto-programmed to me, that I have to continue to follow with them, and that I could not create a mind of my own. But I didn't learn their shit anyway. But the things that I did learn, I didn't have to keep. It has no interest to me. But I know the body heals itself. The body continues to grow. I see how my body grows. If the body cannot grow anymore, people are done growing. How can anyone explain anyone gaining weight and losing weight, building muscle and all that different stuff like that? Constant things like crying and sweating. Please. So, this man, William Haycock, is just, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not calling there no more to Kenosha Unified School District. I'm going to handle this shit in the courts. I told that man what I asked of him, and he keeps on trying to act like he don't hear me. He's abusive. That man was working at Hillcrest. That's the school jail of Kenosha Unified School District. They are moving it that school over into the Wilson Elementary School now. I went to Wilson Elementary School from kindergarten through 6th grade. Okay, so I know that they're going to have to do some improvement there. Definitely. Especially with them little stalls and them little toilets up in there and them lavatories. Okay. And they moved. Hillcrest was in more of a neighborhood where the house is probably about $200,000 or more. But anyway, so right around the corner from Bullen Middle School, John Bullen, I don't even know who Bullen Middle School is. I don't even know who Wilson is. I don't even know who Hillcrest is. But they about to move this Hillcrest over there. But that's the jail-like school. Okay. The teacher there. First of all, William Haycock trying to pretend like, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't understand. That's the 90s. He was the principal at Hillcrest in the 90s. It was some tough folk going to school there. Some tough students. That man signed papers to put people further in jail. They say automatically have to go into special education if you go to high school from Hillcrest. There's a high school in Hillcrest. They never explained it properly to me. I didn't understand what the heck they were doing. They sure didn't tell my dad the accurate information that I was about to still be in jail. But my dad believed in getting an education. So he did not mess around when I was getting in trouble in school. He didn't appreciate that, and he always talked to me about it. They had the same woman. My brother was killed in 1998. I went to Hillcrest probably about 1999, 2000. It was 8th grade year. So I was at Hillcrest for maybe like, I don't even know. Not a full school year, but majority of 8th grade I was at Hillcrest. I did not know that man like that. I had to kind of like, I didn't even really know his name when I had seen him again somewhere. I was like, oh, you were the principal. It was this other teacher too named Brian Geiger that I would say hi to, and he was just seeming like a real energetic type of person. Like, but I really wasn't even doing a lot of talking. Like, they probably seen me be able to just be myself, handle my stuff. And I did talking, but I had more fun outside of school. But I ain't never been this person that always had to like be abusive or vulgar in my language or put myself out there like that. Like I know who I am as Jasmine Renee Davis. So if I'm out here crying and going through all this stuff and raising my voice like this, it has to be a problem. And everybody knows that. And they're trying to throw the rock and hide their hand. And that is so inappropriate anyway to me. I laugh. People look at me on my Facebook page. Yeah, I would talk on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I can talk. I've always just talked on the phone. But I ain't never just been out there in nobody's face like that. So none of them really knew me like that. But it was this woman who had told me she was like my brother's probation officer. My brother was killed in Racine, Wisconsin in 1998. He was 21, man. That same woman turned around and became my teacher. Lynn Kunkel. I do not understand. I do not know why, and I did not understand then, but I do not know why that same woman was a probation officer and she went on to become a teacher at that school and just so happened was my teacher. People have a right to change their career and follow a different pattern in life. But I don't want these people to sit out here and act like they don't understand that there is oftentimes injustice and that they don't see the disparities and the deprivation and the abuse and the things like that constantly happen. William Haycock literally did whatever he did. I don't know. I don't know his intention. I'm not going to slander you. Okay? But I'm not about to let you sit here and steady try to mess up my head and abuse me and think that you about to build a relationship so you can constantly have a personal access to abuse me. I don't find that cute. I want to be professional. I want to take care of myself and continue to be who I am. And I am not going to allow you to do what you had to do. I got straight A's, gold card, all that. There was no reason why you had to make me go and be in basement classes and not learn properly. What good was that going to do for me to help me to change my life and stay out of trouble where there was other classes, other places learning about things that I'm happy to learn on my own right now? But I'm never the type of person that's going to say, oh, just imagine how far I would be now if I got my education then. The problem is you all are still trying to treat me the same way that you did before. So as if you won't quit. And that's why a lot of people believe that I won't change, because of how y'all are, because of the people that I had to be around, that the teachers and y'all on that same bullshit. So it's like people believe that I cannot change in my life, but I'm not you. I never was what y'all call me. Shit, I wasn't out there starting no fights, but I was not about to let them people fuck me up. I was fighting, and I was fighting boys. Shit. Man, please. I am not letting nobody touch me like that, and I'm not about to be fighting nobody. I'm not about to do it no more. I ain't giving out no whoopings or nothing. I don't give a fuck. Man, listen. I have a better way to understand things, and that is not the proper way that I want to spend my time. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm not about to sit up here and let these people constantly recruit people to fight me and abuse me. I mean, every single place that I called at the Kenosha Unified School District, there was a severe problem there, and it had been stemming and brewing for a very long time. Stuff have really gotten out of hand. And there is no protections. There is no favoritism. There is none of that shit. And I'm not going to allow failure in my life. Those people have continued to abuse me. That man abused me before. And he trying to convince me that he is so friendly and to trust him, and yet and still he's still being dishonest. He blocked my phone number from even calling any number in the Kenosha Unified. And I know he did because I called from a different number and the phone rang right away. My number was completely rejected. And he had just called me, and never once did he say that he blocked my phone number from calling. He is going to that extreme, and he seemed like, I don't know, but I have caught on camera a lot of their mess. And a lot of people don't like that shit. But they sit there and make all kind of false reports. I took my power back from them people. I'm not even on food stamps. I'm not on medical. I don't got no state insurance. I got myself. I feel good about it. I was just talking to emailing the college, and they said, well, they got specific college scholarships for specific ways or whatever. And I said, no, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't qualify. That wouldn't be something that I'd be interested in so many words, because I want to pay for my own schooling. And so I'm going to figure out another way to pay for these things for myself or whatever. But it is a serious situation where that man steady being dishonest. Called the police on me. I didn't even do anything wrong. Then he going to try to make it seem like I don't have my mind and try to convince me that I was yelling. He kept throwing little stuff out there and try to say that I was yelling. He is damn near shouting match on the phone. Me trying to talk and him trying to hurry up and talk over me. And it was just man, this ridiculous. It's so insulting and disrespectful, and like I said, I'm not calling there no more today. This a wrap for this shit. I promise you. I know how much I can take. I'm not about to play these motherfucking games with these people, because it's just also my mouth. They like calling the police and get me arrested, cause I say some shit to him and it'll be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about you, punk ass nigga. Like, y'all steady trying to make me seem stupid, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? Read what the fuck I wrote you correctly. Like, you know what I'm saying? What kind of reader are you? What's your first language? English must not be your motherfucking first language, nigga. Do you know English yourself? Like, I talk shit to you because I don't know you and you don't know me, and you're not about to sit here and act like I'm some weak, whack ass, lacking ass bitch. These people motherfuckers put out there that I'm lacking. I mean, they totally slander the shit out of me on their paperwork. Like, you should see what they write out there about me. And I'm the one getting in trouble, going to jail. That's how I know they harmful to me. These motherfuckers sit out there and act like they quiet as a motherfucker and sitting there abusing me and then convincing the next motherfucker that I'm horrible. And then the next motherfucker treat me like, you know, any kind of way or whatever, or not really knowing, kind of like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on the edge about me, like on the tightrope about me and shit, because of what's been told. And then they hear my videos, you know what I'm saying, or they see that I'm having some kind of problem, so they likely to believe them because I was not explaining, I was not following reports, I was not, you know what I'm saying, tending to those types of issues, because I never wanted to be considered a snitch. You know what I'm saying? I gave into that bullshit like, oh, I don't want to be a snitch. I don't want people to say that I'm a little girl. I don't want to have to deal with all this shit. You know, I don't want it to affect me, my household, my family, you know, all these different things. Like, and sometimes it seemed like it was just putting in too much effort. Like, it was costing way too much energy out of me. Like, I had so much other stuff that I had to do, and I never would make the time to complain about these people, like, outside of what I would say kind of like to them or whatever. And maybe it'll be like a brief argument, but I was not fucking with them like that. Now they gone too motherfucking far. Steady. Now they trying to damn near murder me. They keep calling for my incompetency. They got me, you know what I'm saying, trying to put me further through this school to prison pipeline, being disrespectful constantly, all the time. And, you know what I'm saying, it's attack, like hate crimes, and I can prove it. Like, I literally try to make reports. Nobody believe me. It's like the boy who cried wolf out here. And that's okay, because I have confidence in myself. I am going to make it. And I'm never going to have to give them credit for a motherfucking thing. I don't owe them a goddamn thing. I don't owe you nothing. And don't nobody else that know me owe you anything about me or from me. Straight up. I'm very serious. I'm telling the truth. I speak truth into power. I don't have to be dishonest about anything, man. I know this for sure. So yeah, these people, you know what I'm saying, want to have it out like, you know, involving the police, like, oh, they assuming that I was going to do something. Like, I got this charge. Like, these people going to say, like, they assumed that I was going to harass them. I wasn't even bothering them, sitting at a bus stop. I never talked to them. They were coming up to me. And they ain't mentioned that part about it, though. You know what I'm saying? This state of Wisconsin funded dental office on Green Bay Road, Familia Dental. No, man. And so they said to me that, oh, because they assumed that I used the bathroom outside. So the report said, like, they assumed that I was going to do something bad to their car and all this. I said, man, this is some bullshit. Officer Kennedy sit out there. Kenosha police officer Kennedy said that those people from Familiar Dental were her girls. Like, she hired them. Like, I heard her talking like, yeah, my girls are in there making reports about her right now. Like, she was talking to the other police officer. The same police officer that seen the show up so many times. That was a police officer at Bradford High School. While I went to Bradford High School. Now all of a sudden these motherfuckers making a full circle and heavy on me, steady showing up where I'm at, and I do not know why. I do not know why. I don't know them. I do not fuck with them. I ain't even know I don't even really know that officer name. Like, he constantly know my name. He tried to get me on some drunk, like pull me over. He was like parking where I was, like kicking it at, like, you know, this guy that I had knew, whatever, had a studio in his basement or whatever. I used to go and kick it. You know what I'm saying? I had like a kind of like homie, kind of like, you know, that used to, after they got off work, we used to go and kick it, like all homies, like in a basement, drink sometime, and you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Luckily, I was not drunk that time. So, it was a studio there. This man sat there. He pulled me over off of 45th Street and 22nd Avenue. I'm driving. I'm a great driver. He said, like, oh, have you been drinking? What the fuck are you pulling me over asking me if I've been drinking for? Who does that? You see, I'm trying to catch up with my boys. They already gone. I'm in my Ford Taurus. They're in a Lexus or a Corvette. Gone. I'm trying to kick it. On my way to get something to probably fucking drink. But believe me, I ain't never had to drive drunk for shit. Because I guarantee that whoever I was fucking with made sure that I didn't have to get down and dirty for a motherfucking thing, because that ain't how I put myself out there ever. I take care of my motherfucking self. And I done did some shit that, you know what I'm saying, I just did or whatever. But I ain't never been out there bad like that ever in my whole motherfucking life. And I done drove, have smoked weed and everything else at, you know what I'm saying, later in life or whatever, but I was not driving drunk. I asked that man, I said, why? I said, you want to smell my breath? He said, no, you know what I'm saying? But why are you gonna pull me over and ask me, have I been drinking and driving? Out of nowhere. He used to stop by my dad's house, like on the side of the corner, ask me like, what's up and this and that. It's one thing to be, you know what I'm saying, a police officer, you out in the community, I say what's up to you, I say hi. It ain't never been no bullshit. I ain't never been disrespectful to Kenosha police officers. None. Ever. Not any police officers. Okay? But these motherfuckers now making false reports. Taking a ticket, and they knew I was out there, you know what I'm saying, with no bathrooms. They served me restraining order papers to me at that bus terminal like it was my residence. They knew I was out there. That same police officer told me that they had been watching me. I don't know why he was put up to the job. I don't know what the fuck none of them are doing. I don't know what any of them are doing. But I'm not about to take this shit. I'm about to bring it to a further attention, and I'm not about to be involved. I'm getting out of this motherfucking trouble, and I'm going to take my time and live my motherfucking life and get to where the fuck where I have to be in my life, and I don't have to have them to worry. If I want to sit here like a goddamn teenager, like an adolescent, whatever the fuck I want to do at my age, I can. I have teenage children that I can fuck with. I don't need you. Straight up. If you know what I'm saying, if y'all too grown for me in the first place, I'm on my own anyway. I'm right in the right place where I'm supposed to be in my life. I've always had this same beautiful personality. You all just don't fucking know me. But now it's more of a I don't give a fuck attitude, because I used to sit there and try to people please constantly. Like, you're saying, to prove to y'all constantly and beg y'all to know that I'm not a bad person. I'm not begging you to be my friend. And I'm not friendly. I'm not religious. I'm not in none of y'all groups. I haven't been calling. They trying to figure out what the fuck. I'm not you're not coming with me. I have tried with all of y'all. And I can make whoever, if I want to make relationships somewhere, or if I want to get to know somebody, it do not include you. You all are not on a lifetime pass with me. So stop fucking with me trying to get your name involved in my life. These motherfuckers took a municipal, and this is what they did. Those police officers, Officer Kennedy and the other one, right? So this nigga sit out there, right? I think his card number is 001. So they were like steady stalking me over there. Like, so I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care. They ain't bothering me. I ain't about to say shit really, but I'm going to make note that they are kind of circling around here often and staying here for long periods of time or whatever, but they could be doing anything. So I ain't going to, you know what I'm saying, bring too much attention to it. I'm not going to worry about it. But they started getting real bullshitty. And then like the people at the sheriff's department and the police station were starting to get real rude, disrespectful to me, like hanging up the phone to me, talking shit to me, like just laughing, like treating me like I was just a nothing ass bitch, like steady trying to spin me in circles. Like I told that dispatcher, like earlier, you know, if they a dispatcher, they're a dispatcher. I don't got shit to do with them. I'm not a dispatcher. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. But it's like on them cartoons where they used to get like hit in the head and then like, oh yeah, that's another thing. Like the little knot raise up a little bit, but then them little birdies start flying around like Saturn around the motherfucker. Perfect explanation of how I can only describe it. But it's not that, because they ain't got me fucked up like that. But what I'm saying is, they're not about to have me out here like that. And that's what they have been trying to do. Like, have these little bitches try to run circles around me, like run rings around me and shit. And they having fun thinking that I'm illiterate. Like thinking that I'm mentally ill. It shows a lot about them to abuse somebody that they believe is mentally ill. Like, for real, like, how much do y'all gotta take from me and already know that I'm handling this shit real well? I'm carrying my weight well, and y'all steady fighting me over and over again, and got all y'all little girlfriends fighting me. All these motherfuckers that y'all work with fighting me. All y'all employees fighting me. Like, all these niggas fighting me. All, like, y'all all carry guns. Y'all all fucked up with y'all pens and papers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay on a bunch of bullshit constantly with me. It is only me right now out here. Like, it's only me. It's not nobody else that y'all can blame. And it won't ever be anybody that y'all can blame. I'm handling myself now, so I don't have to involve nobody else. Man, they got me on some shit like free ass probation, all kinds of shit, like so they can stalk me and see if I'm fucking somebody or who I'm fucking. Like if I'm in bed with somebody, like having sexual intercourse with somebody. They want to know if I got a boyfriend or whatever I got. They want to know every motherfucking thing about me. That's bullshit, nigga. If I have a boyfriend, ain't your business. What the fuck do this have to do with y'all kidnapping me on motherfucking August 3rd after I had a fucking competency hearing, knowing motherfucking well that y'all being harmful to me? And so that nigga William Haycock, like, I'm not about to take it easy on none of y'all, because you have been tremendously difficult and hard on me and abusive and attacking me constantly. Even now, at my age of 38, I'm about to be 39 in less than 1 month on June 12th. 39, man. And I'm still not letting them make me like I'm old. I'm getting better. Like, I'm stretching. I'm opening my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my wind. Like, I'm out here living, having a beautiful, splendid time with myself. And these motherfuckers sit out here and have no sort of compassion. They're fake. And there's nothing I can do about it other than document it, other than make a paper trail, other than walk away from them, other than say, you know what, I'm still getting my shit. I don't give a fuck, but I'm about to sue you now. And it's going to be like more to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lyft gonna try to tell me, like, give me a $5, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a woman who did not follow my instructions. I said, I'm not taking this shit no more from none of them. I said, go. She didn't want to go. I said, go, leave. I do not. I said, I make the rules. You didn't want to follow the rules? Go. She gonna talk about she make the rules, like trying to force me to get in her car, like she make the rules, so come on and get in her car. But she's not gonna go where I told her. I said, go. Get the fuck out of here. Like, what is wrong with you? All these entitled ass motherfuckers swear that they can do whatever they want to do and believe like they's like, you know what I'm saying? It's always some kind of like unhealthy attraction. They're doing that shit at Kenosha Welcome Center. Them white women come out there and see me and try to act like they want to recruit me as their friend, try to make friends with me, talk about they having, you know, calling their sister about me, asking people for help. And when I tell them, no, I don't need your help, but I'm sure, then they start fighting me and turn around on me. And motherfuckers had the police to come out there and all kinds of stuff. I'm not fucking with them. They so confident in themselves that they're gonna get this little black homeless woman that they believe that I was just so homeless and save me and just get a great motherfucking friend for cheap and have me owing them all kinds of shit for picking me up and dusting me off. I know what I'm doing. I'm sure I don't need your help. And do not be asking how you see me somewhere and you calling around already, then made whole motherfucking plans for me and my life, and I don't have no attachments to you at all, nothing. No obligations. I don't even know you. I have never been introduced to you. You have never introduced yourself to me. I did not even see you the day before you said that whatever. Man, I promise you, these motherfuckers were mad sometime where I wasn't giving them money. Another bitch brought me this. I was outside the library, Kenosha Library in Northside. She sit there, went out like hope death on me and everything because I did not want to take her sandwiches and some Gatorade and some shit she had. Like, bitch, take them dry ass sandwiches. You treating me like this. I just said I don't want them. I don't even eat meat. Like, bitch, you swear. Like, this is a problem. And I'm trying to, like, have some care for people's ears that probably don't want to hear all these words, because a lot of people believe in different things, but I don't have to believe in what everybody else believes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is true. This is real. But you cannot assume that I have to settle for less, that I have no options in my life. Like, because you believe I have nothing. And just force anything on me. Like, I cannot have a standard of life. Like, I cannot make choices. Like, I cannot grow. Like, oh yeah, we know she eat meat. We know she eat anything. You know what I'm saying? She gonna take anything. Motherfuckers was trying to like get body with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to fight me or try to like come up on me and try to like bust me down. You know what I'm saying? And bust up on me when I didn't want to take something from them or whatever. And I said, like, what time is it? Like, what you on? Like, Oh, what you trying to do? Let me know. Don't sneak up on me though. And I was just out there being so pretty, making my videos, minding my business. Every once in a while, they'll come. I say what, and they did not bother me. Them motherfuckers was lying, calling the police, talking about I was mooning them and every motherfucking thing, or lifting up my skirt. Man, please, I was not. The fuck? Should ask them, okay, what did they say? Was I wearing panties or no panties? Was I wearing drawers or boxers? Shit. The fuck? Man, so I'm just saying, I have never been sexually active with these people. They ain't even ever supposed to know whether I go to a girl or a boy bathroom. That's how now why motherfuckers sit up there and I let them know, y'all violating student rights, parental rights, children rights, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of rights anyway at your school. But I'm not about to allow these people to abuse me. So I'm going to go on my way right now. I am happy with who I am. I'm going to continue to live my life. And I'm going to continue to do everything I have to do to make it. That's all I can do. So I'm out here and I appreciate it all. And it is what it is. I shouldn't be forced to go get evaluations and get all kinds of stuff. And get somebody else's opinion just so these people can try to control my life and force me to be their little slave and all this different shit. These motherfuckers go get these jobs and just play around with, try to play around with Black lives or whatever. Somebody, some toys, and then want to throw them off to the side and throw them in trash and pick them up and put them down whenever they get ready. I'm not the one. I can appreciate what you do for your life because you work hard on and figured out a way to do some shit like that, I suppose. But you're not doing it to me, okay? So I'm going to continue to live my life and just be real with me. That's it. I don't need nobody to abuse me. Just tell me what it is. If you want to talk to me today and not tomorrow, just say that to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. But what I do not have to do is allow people to constantly abuse me and try to throw me in and out of jail, keep trying to harm me so I can never make it. If I ever even wanted car insurance, any kind of insurance, it'd be really hard for me to get it right now. These motherfuckers even suspended my driver's license on some fake ass charges. Kenosha police pulled me out of my car and my son out of my car. And they just kept arresting me in front of my son too. That's another horrible thing. And I can't even I haven't even been able to really explain to him what's been going on and give him an explanation, anything about it. But that man drove my car from Pleasant Prairie across the street to Kenosha and parked my car in a parking lot of an apartment building, a private apartment building. So I don't know what they were doing, but I know that it led to a whole bunch of bullshit. And in Chapter 51, I've had so much of this shit, and now they trying to it's people trying to convince a judge Gerard T. DeVillo to medicate me, forced to medicate me, say I can't make my own choices, man. I've been taking care of myself all this time. Now, why all of a sudden now? That's why I say this is attempted murder, and I can prove it, man. I have videos on YouTube. I have videos on Facebook, videos on Instagram. All of this stuff is out here. And I'm not saying that people are welcome to my life and to mistreat me or whatever, but I have proof. I have been sending emails. I do everything that I can do I've been talking about this shit for a while, and it's increasing. When motherfuckers are trying to act like I'm crazy, but now they see it because I'm starting to really record these people. I was been outside. They were literally fighting me ever since I got out of jail last year. AT&T store stole money from me, like got some burner phones, like with my account. Like, who would actually believe that people would do that? Now some white guys working at AT&T, like they trying to say like I was the one that stole the stuff, but they said that they stole from me. Man, please. People really know the truth, but and especially because they've been watching my Facebook videos too. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, they can't deny it, but they not gonna ever admit that to me. But it don't matter because you not gonna let nobody lie to you about it. You ain't gonna fuck with me, but you gonna see them for who the fuck they are. So it don't matter. I'm gonna continue to live my life and be who I am and just ask for. I don't want anybody to kill me. Like, I don't want to die. I want to be immortal. I want to live my life and be happy about my life. You know what I'm saying? I have been out in these streets for over a year now. You know what I'm saying? I could have been doing anything, man. And I'm showing myself, like, approved. Like, I'm showing that I'm handling myself, that I'm not getting in trouble. And y'all don't even look at that, especially through all the circumstances that I go through. It could be way different, and I can still excuse that shit. But look at me now, man. I'm here. I see myself, and that's what matters to me. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and it's 9:19 p.m. on Friday, May 23rd, 2025. I'll come on some other time with a live video, of course, but I'm going to save this video and post it on YouTube. Right now, I'm recording live on Instagram, but I'm out here, and I'm happy I'm alive, though. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.